It's Madden NFL 23, and coming up, it'll be no holds barred between AFC West rivals. It's the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs, and it comes your way next.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. Welcome in, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
On first down, Mahomes. Screen play, McKinnon. And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Steps away. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mahomes. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. 2nd down and goal. Mahomes. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one for Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said. Better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Time for our first look at the Denver offense. And, of course, the new face of the Broncos, 9-time Pro Bowler while in Seattle, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 23. Wilson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's fourth down. We're able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the third down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
So on fourth down, the Broncos send Corliss Waitman out to punt. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. This is taken around the 12. A 57-yard punt, 11 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Here comes the rookie 7th-round pick. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Watson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Mahomes again. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 21. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Mahomes now to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Touchdown!
Juju Smith-Schuster on the touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 14-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They go play action now. Wilson.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. On the return, it's Tony.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Baron Browning from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
And that's caught left side by the tight end, Gray.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and 3rd and 8 now.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Back to throw again.
Looking for Gray and finding him once again.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. So they tried runs on 1st and goal and 2nd and goal, got stonewalled. Now from here, they've got to throw, right?
I would think so, and I would think you also maybe want to come up with something different in terms of formation. Maybe spread things out a little bit. Even though you're down near the goal line where things are tight, get it spread out a little bit.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead.
Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, pardon?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance to stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a give, left side. This is Murray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Wilson. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 30 on second down. Wilson, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. And just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The kick by McManus is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Feels like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The Chiefs on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Baron Browning. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
Taken in at the 22.
All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return.
And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field.
And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
On 1st down, Wilson. That is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's Corliss Waitman now.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? You got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Justin Watson, 28 yards. And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this first half. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Butker on for the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Denver's offense now set to go. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos
at their own 25-yard line. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Screen play, McKinnon. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mahomes, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete.
And he will have the Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now it's Mahomes again. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Mahomes now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And again, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top.
As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Denver. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Now a quick slant, and he lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mahomes. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
Finding Gray on the out route. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Kelsey out in the slot right. Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Juju Smith-Schuster on the touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 6-play drive.
And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Here comes Tony on the return.
I call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass. So whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
It's Kelsey on the ground.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now those backups on the sideline, they got to be really anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Going up top. And it It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now here's Mahomes. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Mahomes to throw once more. He's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Justin Watson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent, and they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos
at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson.
On the slant, completes to Sutton.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Wilson.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the middle, Murray. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now Wilson on 1st down.
That one to Swain, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll give up the gut for Murray. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down late at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
You could tell he was searching for a hole, trying to find a running lane. There just was none to be found.
Yeah, that's because the big guys in the middle are just clogging everything up. Might want to think about stretching the line splits out a little bit. Make those guys cover a little bit more ground. Maybe you'll find some more room for your runners.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Wilson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Eric Sauber from 8 yards out. And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And Mahomes opting to keep this one. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40.
On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run once more with McKinnon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Screen play, McKinnon. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
And this one is no good. He missed it. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Denver's offense ready to go again. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 2nd down and 3. Wilson keeping it.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it's 2nd down. Now Wilson.
That's out to the flat for Edmonds.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Yeah, the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Murray.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop it.
Well, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
4th down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal.
The kick by McManus is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here comes Kansas City.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, Do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out, and you and I, let's get to the airport.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 6-yard run, leaves them with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.